Discover the power of Legion arms in Lies of P.U. In the dark reimagining of Pinocchio's adventures, Lies of P Legion arms take center stage. These mechanical marvels are not just eye-catching, they are the game's secret weapon. From swords to axes, Lies of P offers a range of weaponry, but nothing compares to the thrill of wielding one of 8 specialized Legion arms. These arms guarantee a fresh and unique combat experience in a saturated gaming world. Join us as we explore the game's most exciting feature, Legion arms. Some can turn you into an unstoppable force, while others may leave you wanting. In Lies of P, perfection is within reach. Are you ready to harness their power? Number 8, Left Arm of Steel. The left arm of steel is the Legion arm that Pinocchio begins the game with. It provides a basic punch and little else. Although it is moderately effective in the early game, it would be a good idea to replace it as quickly as possible to reap the advantages of the other 7 Legion arms. Defeating any late-game enemy or boss with the left arm of steel would prove to be a particularly challenging endeavor. Number 7, Flambur. Although it is useful against a crowd, Flambur is, prior to any upgrades, perhaps the least useful of any of the Legion arms. Primarily a flamethrower which can cause moderate flame damage, which is particularly useful against a crowd of weaker enemies. Upgrading the Flambur can drastically improve the area of effect and damage. However, even when fully upgraded, it is still quite weak against bosses and tougher enemies. Number 6, DSX Machina. A Latin phrase borrowed from the Greek, DSX Machina translates to English as God from the Machine, although it has developed an additional meaning in modern storytelling as a plot device when apparently unsolvable. Upgrading DSX Machina will enhance the area of effect and allow the player to plant extra mines. However, this Legion arm requires a degree of strategic gameplay to maximize effect. Number 5, Fulman Eyes. The Fulman Eyes Legion arm could be identified as the electric type option. The base version allows the firing of a short-range electronic projectile that will cause a moderate amount of damage. However, Fulman Eyes begins to shine when it is upgraded. The upgraded Fulman Eyes is far more versatile, with its powerful electrocution melee attack. Upgrading the Fulman Eyes also increases the damage caused by electronic projectiles and speeds up the charging process. Fulman Eyes can be obtained by defeating the scrapped watchman at the Krat City Hall. Number 4, Pandemonium. Pandemonium is certainly an appropriate name for a Legion arm that can cause such mayhem. The primary attack of Pandemonium is to spray a concentrated acid-like substance in an arc in front of the character. The acid, if it does not directly come into contact with an enemy, will pool on the ground and damage anyone unfortunate enough not to mind their step. It is, therefore, particularly useful when combating a group of enemies. However, it is also fairly well suited to one-on-one combat against a boss. Upgrading Pandemonium will increase the spray's damage as well as prolong its effects. Number 3, Eye Guys. If the best offense is a strong defense, then the AI Guys is undoubtedly the ultimate Legion arm in Lies of P. Although the Aegis arm begins as only a basic shield, upgrading it will exponentially improve its guarding capabilities as well as the ability to reflect damage back at an enemy. Furthermore, the Aegis arm allows Pinocchio to use a light weapon without suffering the consequent drop in defensive ability. As a result, Aegis is perhaps the best choice for a light weapon and speed-orientated build. To obtain Aegis, Pinocchio must take a Legion plug to a vending machine at Hotel Krat. Number 2, Puppet String. Grappling hooks and harpoon weapons are not particularly inventive. Many immensely popular games feature them. However, Lies of P has a particularly well-executed version with the Puppet String Legion arm. The Puppet String is among the greatest of the Legion arms in the game. At lower levels, it allows Pinocchio to pull an enemy towards himself or maneuver them around. However, the Puppet String comes into its own when it has been upgraded. Doing so will open the option of quickly traversing Krat in typical video game grappling hook fashion. Although it may not be as helpful in combat as other options, it is beyond fun and helps Pinocchio evade enemies in an efficient manner. Number 1, Falcon Eyes. Although the other Legion arms have their place and may be more helpful depending on playstyle, Falcon Eyes is an essentially universally useful combat aid. Lies of P is noticeably lacking in powerful ranged weapons. However, Falcon Eyes is a cannon for all intents and purposes. Even before upgrading, it does a startling amount of damage to enemies and bosses. When upgraded, it simply does more damage quickly. Falcon Eyes fires armor-piercing and explosive shells. Like the majority of other Legion arms, it is obtained by taking a Legion plug to a vending machine at Hotel Krat. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to see more content like this.